everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is King. If you're new in the channel, so I'm giving you guys an update on the apocalypse snow. It's been like 6 days. Today is 16th of January 2026, depending on where you're going to watch and when you're going to watch this video. So far so good. There has been a huge progress made in cleaning the snow. I'm at Metro Vorobyevo now, just around the Red Line district. So Vorobyevo this station is very close to the national stadium at Luzhniki, so they have a river that ships and boats all go around. They had ice a couple of days ago, but now they're all broken, dissolved, and not as frozen as they were 4 days ago when the snow was all over the place. But now it's gotten better, and I don't see any boats moving around. Probably it's too dangerous to move on the rivers now. But in general, the streets are filled with snow. A lot of the streets mostly are normal for people that are going to walk, but I don't think it's very convenient for people that are planning to run. I don't think it's convenient for people that are using their bikes. But so far so good. There has been huge progress made in cleaning some of the snow. Here's an update. I'm going to go outside and show you guys what's been happening and how they've been making effort to clear the roads and have the streets clean again as brand as new. Majority of the snow happened in about 2-3 days maximum, but the effect is still being felt up until today, which is the 16th of January 2026. It happened about I think on the 10th or on the 9th or thereabout, 10th, 11th. But the effects are as if it snowed today. On average, this is the kind of snow we get in December, but interestingly, there was no snow in December, and then in January you have an apocalypse of snow that has been taking like weeks to clean up and to get the city back in order, or back in a way where it will be very comfortable for people to easily go outside and walk. It's actually not pretty cold, but it's pretty filled with snow. But in general, this is a proper progress that has been made. There's a residential building here. There's a walkway close to university down there, and this is a very, very popular station both for foreigners and for Russian people as well. This is the state of the progress, because they've made sure that the walkway and the roadsides that people pass and the places that cars move are cleared to avoid accidents, to avoid roadblocks and things like that, because there was a lot of it in the past couple of days. But there's even a huge influx of workers. About 15,000 people were employed to work in the past couple of days, just because it was a state of emergency. It is said that this snow has a record of being the highest snow ever in 100 years in Russia. 100 years. I have to go into the residential areas to see an inside look of the progress, that has been made, because most residential areas have special people that take care of their streets, that pack their snows and clear out their environments to have it proper or in good shape for them to use. Mind you, this is not a normal residential area. This is actually a very rich people residential area, where most people that will live in these buildings are probably rich. I don't think there's any broke person that lives in this area, because you can see the gate. Before you even enter inside, you have to call somebody who lives inside to let you in, because if you choose to go there by yourself, they won't let you in. So they kind of enjoy special treatments because of where they live, So extra effort is given to pack snow here, and yet, despite the efforts that they've made so far, snow is still filled with the 4 feet high snow on the streets of this estate. It's the entrance. They have an underground parking, so everybody that lives here don't have to worry about cleaning their cars in the morning. Of course, except the ones that have their cars parked outside. I'm pretty sure the car parks, on the underground car parks, are probably filled. One thing I noticed in Moscow is that buying an apartment does not guarantee you that you own an underground car park in the place where you got an apartment. Apartments are being sold differently. car parks are being sold different. Of course, car parks are much cheaper. A lot of people have businesses as a lot of people have car parks as businesses, and then they rent it out just like an apartment every single month. I didn't know about that until I moved to Moscow, actually. Some of the cars are still covered in snow, of course, but it's much better than it was a few weeks ago, because a few weeks ago some of the snows were like ×2 of the height of the cars, literally. But you can still see this. I'm 6 foot, and this snow is literally at around 4 feet my height. You can literally see it's almost at my shoulder level, and they've been packing it, and it still snows a little bit every now and then, but like the apocalypse has reduced. So far so good. More work has been done in removal, but there's still a lot more to be done. Huge snow everywhere, literally. Still very huge. This is like a 2-car park, or probably 3-space car park. But you can have cars parked there. If you leave your car in like a week, or if you left your car in like 1 week, and hope that when you come back you meet it the same way, you would have to dig it out from a heap of 5 feet, 6 foot snow in order for you to be able to move it around. This is a Mercedes, and the snow is almost at the height of the Mercedes, and it just keeps going on and on. Of course, there are still Christmas trees outside because we're still in January. Some people still have the Christmas fever, which is very normal till the end of the month. I think it's going to keep going, and let's hope that things will change. So unfortunately, I can see those guys. Somebody just asked me for help because their car has went underground in the snow, and they have to dig it out. It's sad because if you don't have help, you're gonna be stuck there, or you would have to call some special people to dig out the car from the snow, which incurs extra expenses that you probably wasn't planning for. The conditions are still very, very crazy. This is a very normal street, almost like it's a university street. Most students live here, most foreign students and Russian students live around here. Hence the metro is called Metro University. It's mostly filled with students. This is the street they have to walk to. They have a dormitory down there, so like they have to go through this struggle. That's me walking a huge pile of snow. They have to go through this struggle every single day to go back to their hostel or their dormitories because of the apocalypse. If you don't have stamina, you're gonna fall like a bag of rice or a bag of chicken. Started freezing. It's currently -10 now, and it's gonna get colder as the day gets darker because I think the wind comes back mostly in the evenings. Recently I was praying for rain, but I realized that it won't rain as long as the weather is in -degrees. If it gets like +1, because it's clearly now known that the reason why it's this cold is because it's a minus, and the reason why it's not going to rain is because of, oh my god, I almost fell there just trying to walk and film at the same time. One of the struggles again is that if you don't have good shoes, if you don't have good winter shoes, your boot is going to be filled with snow, coupled with the fact that you're going to have to fall so many times. It's very slippery, and sometimes when you're walking somewhere and a lot of people walk past that place, it becomes a route. But here not much difference is made, because no matter how much you walk, you still struggle because it keeps snowing and the snow is just too much, and you just have to adapt to the conditions of the weather. So I have to cross on the other side of the road where I have more comfort to walk. This is how deep the snow is. To cross, hope I don't fall. Oh my god. Now I have a bunch of snow on my trouser and my winter shoes. I hope I don't get sick as soon as possible. The only way to avoid getting sick in this weather is as soon as you get out of the street, or as soon as you leave the street, you have to just stock yourself or stock your system with tea or coffee or anything warm to get your system back up and to get your immune system working as soon as possible. Otherwise, you're going to fall really sick, and it's going to be consistent because it's going to keep happening as long as you go outside. If you look, you can barely see a car from a distance away. If you're not very careful, you're going to just have to walk into the roadside because you will be looking for a road where it's clean to walk. But so far so good. It's pretty clean. This is where I'm coming from the top view. If you have to use like a drone, I think the top view will look amazing. It will look very architecturally pleasing, if that's a word, if there's a word like that. But in general, this is the update, guys. So yeah, that's the hostel for one of the universities. As you already know, this is a very huge university area. All of this metro station or this subway station is dedicated to universities. They have a couple of them here, or probably a very big one that has different buildings for different faculties. Have different entrances. It's very quiet, but of course there are so many people inside the buildings, and there's a distance. It's a distance away because you can't just go inside. There's a security at the security post there. You have to walk a while before you can get closer to the places where you see a lot of people. So this is the situation of the snow. Only the roadsides are free. This is the height of the snow, still very high. The only places that has been cleared are the places that people use regularly. The places that are not used regularly are still being left out because it's an emergency situation. So the emergency is only applied to places that are being used consistently. Otherwise, we'll have some very unscrupulous things happen, things like accidents, things like people falling down, because the roads get slippery when you have regularly used routes being messed up. This place just looks like nothing has been done, like no effort has been made to pack the snow, but a huge effort has been made. I wonder what it would have looked like if nothing was done, or the tractors didn't even come at all to pack some of the places. This is a walkway and still looks crazy. Look at the height of the snow. Oh my goodness, like crazy. And you have to be very, very careful, because if you don't walk properly, you're gonna fall, because the roads can be very slippery. They kind of full ice as well, very small ices that kind of, it's almost, I don't know how to describe it, but kind of helps the slippery grounds to kind of hold your shoes so that you don't just fall on, land your head on the floor, because it's a very common thing that happens when it snows a lot and becomes very slippery outside for people to walk normally. This is a bus center for the electric buses. This is where they come to charge their cars. There's a bus stop down there, but it's not really used by a lot of people because people don't live around here except students, and they all walk by foot to get here. So most buses come here to charge, especially the electric ones, to be precise. They come here to charge. There's a couple of them. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 charger spots for cars and buses to charge. So this is the situation of things. This is the situation of the apocalypse snow that happened. This is a live update. This video is filmed on the 16th of January 2026. So please subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed to the channel. This is your boy King. I'll see you in the next video, and I'll update you guys as things go. But so far so good. There has been a huge progress that has been made, so I'm very thankful to everyone who has made this progress, and thank you guys for watching my videos. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Ciao.